What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Front Row Steve. I'm your host, Steve Pulaski, and hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. Hope you guys stayed up late. Did some partying. I sure did. I was up till about 1:15. Just kicking back, relaxing, going on some message boards, all that kind of stuff. But that's not why I'm here. Well, this show has been talked about for me for about the last 4 or 5 months. Well, I started talking about this on my online message board, the Steve Pulaski message board, around in August. And I announced that I was going to do a show like this about the same time the message board was created. So now I'm finally getting around to it. I've had a lot of problems with this show, so I hope that this show will be successful and hopefully carry on and be pretty popular. At least that's what I'm hoping. But now I got a crystal clear HD camera, which allows me to record over 2 hours of footage. But I got so much stuff on there, I'm gonna have to recycle a lot of it though. But enough with all the stuff you don't care about. Well, here are my interpretations for 2010 in film. 2010 is going to surely bring us a lot of good movies. I can sense it. I've been looking through posters, catalogs, blogs, all this stuff through bloodydisgusting.com, IMDb, a lot of sites. And I've been cataloging and looking for what movies will be coming out in 2010 that have interest to me. Well, the one movie that took my attention was The Book of Eli. I wasn't sure if I was going to go see that, but because Denzel Washington's a little bit overrated in my opinion. He looked really good in this movie though. I mean, you would never be able to tell it was him. That was the cool part. And also Mila Kunis is in it, as many know. She's one of my favorite actresses. So now that I know Mila Kunis is in it, I'll definitely check that one out in theaters. The next movie I want to check out is Hot Tub Time Machine. I have a hunch that the movie's just gonna be like one big dream sequence, but I kind of like those movies with buddy movies. I told you that before. I like the movies with Clerks, Black Sheep, Death Proof, just straightforward buddy movies. And I just watched Moving McAllister. That was the last official movie I watched in 2009, and I really liked that one. It was a good buddy film, but I think Hot Tub Time Machine will actually be pretty cool. It's also got Paul Corduroy, I believe, Cudry. I think it's Cudry. He's from Lower Learning, and I got that one on DVD that I watched last year. It's pretty good. But I actually really like Paul Corduroy. I'm really bad with his name though. And the funny thing is that guy from Sex Drive is gonna be in it. I don't remember his name. It's funny though. I think he's in his late 20s. Excuse me. I think he's in his late 20s or something. And he's playing a middle-aged guy. But Hot Tub Time Machine will be one to check out, I hope. Another one that I'm going to be looking forward to is Kick-Ass. I see that Christopher Mintz-Plasse is in it, who you may know from Role Models and Superbad as McLovin, where he got his first starring role. I don't think that was his first role. I think that was more of one of his first supporting roles, and that's why everybody took it so seriously. But he's going to be in this new superhero film alongside Nicolas Cage and Kick-Ass. Now, I wasn't sure how this movie was going to play out. I'm not a huge fan of Nicolas Cage. I don't like him too much. I find him to be one of the most overrated and overpaid actors in Hollywood today. I don't like him too much. I don't find him interesting. A lot of his movies, the one good movie the two ones I saw that were good with him were The Weatherman and National Treasure. Now, they were both alright. They're nothing I would consider masterpieces, though. And he did that Wicker Man remake, which was PG-13. I have no interest to see that. And he's done a lot of a lot of overrated movies, and he's in all that Trouble in Depth. Now, Kick-Ass should be kind of funny, though. I mean, I would like to see it. Another one I'd like to see is one that I've been waiting for ever since the last two Grindhouse films came out, Danny Trejo and Machete. That one looks really promising. I'm really stoked to see that. I really hope that it will become a great movie, and I hope they pay the same care and attention that they did to Death Proof with The Grain, and I actually hope, too, that maybe one day they'll release Grindhouse, Planetary, and Death Proof with, different cuts of the film. They'll do the one original cut, a black and white cut, a version without as much grain, or an extended version. I'd like to see them put the same attention that they gave to the HD disc of Blade Runner. That'd be interesting. The 5 discs. I mean, that would be interesting to see how it plays out. But Danny Trejo I saw in Delta Farce, and he's been in a lot of good movies, so I am pretty interested in seeing that. Another movie that I'd like to see is Iron Man 2. I'm not a huge fan of Iron Man. I don't like Iron Man too much. But the fact of seeing Iron Man 2, and I think, from what I understand, it is going to be in 3D, I think. That should be pretty interesting, though. I mean, I don't hate Iron Man. I'm not into super heroes, but, you know, I'm not like totally against Robert Downey Jr., so I'll probably check that one out. There was another one I want to see too. I don't remember the name of it. Oh, Cabin Fever 2 Spring Fever. They've been talking about Cabin Fever 2 for years. Ever since the first movie came out back in 2002, Eli Roth has stated in various interviews that he wanted to do Cabin Fever 2. Cabin Fever 1 really scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, I gotta admit. That movie was probably one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. But I've seen a lot more weird stuff now, but Cabin Fever was a very well done movie. A lot of people didn't like it. If they don't have cannibal nostalgia and all that stuff, they're probably not going to get enjoyment out of it. But I, for one, enjoyed the movie. I feel that a sequel would be just as good. And I don't remember. I think it has Seppi Andrews in it. I'm not sure though. But well, now you know my overview of movies that I would like to check out in 2010. I know I forgot some, but the reason being though is because I like to, I just get, at the beginning of the year I always write down the movies I'd like to see, but then if I see a trailer or a poster at the theater, or like a trailer during when I'm seeing a movie and I like it, that's how I found out about Orphan. That's why I really wanted to see Orphan, because I saw the trailer. Well, thank you guys for watching. Sub if you haven't, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on my videos, and hopefully I've gotten better. So thanks for watching. And this concludes the first episode of the brand new series, Front Row Steve.